Under normal circumstances, I might not have made this video, but considering I live in the area and it's a community that I've been to many times, spent a lot of time and money there, I figured I had to say something here. So you all know Buc-ees, the chain of gas stations and travel centers that are basically roadside shopping malls with gas pumps and merchandise that people collect like band tees. I swear you can't go 5 miles without seeing somebody in a Buc-ees shirt, hat, hoodie, bumper sticker, you name it. I mean, the infatuation that people have with this gas station is just absolutely mind-boggling to me. But, I'm getting a little bit off topic here. That little area that I mentioned earlier, it's called Beaver Creek, Ohio. It's a suburb of Dayton, and a lot of you already know where this is going, and I guarantee you that Buc-ees merch is going to get a little bit less prominent in that area. You see, Buc-ees has a bit of a reputation for suing small-time family businesses just trying to get by, trying to earn their little slice of the American dream, suing them for the unpardonable sin of having a name, logo, or color or something that kinda, sorta, maybe, somewhat, but not really resembles the Buc-ees logo. And Beaver's Mini Mart in Beaver Creek, Ohio is the latest victim. Buc-ees alleges that this little store has a logo that is a little bit too close to Buc-ees and that the color scheme is just a little bit too close. Somehow they think that this is going to trick people into thinking that they're getting this. I don't even know where to begin with this one. I mean, I barely even knew how to start this damn video. Buc-ees just loves to sue completely unrelated businesses for logos that don't look like theirs, names that don't really sound all that, similar, or anything frivolous that they can possibly think of. Like the time they sued Mickey Mart in Northern Ohio because they were planning to change their name to Mickey's, and apparently that sounds too close to Buc-ees. Kinda, but not really. I mean, not that big of a deal. Okay, here's a comprehensive yet incomplete map of all Mickey Marts in Northern Ohio. And here's the one and only Buc-ees in Ohio, in Huber Heights, which is another Dayton suburb. That's 120 miles between them. No way in hell anyone would see one of those and think, hey, look, it's a Buc-ees. Jeff Nadallo, Buc-ees legal counsel or whatever, says, Buc-ees has made substantial investments in innovation across the country to deliver the highest quality products and customer experience. Buc-ees will not stand idly by while others infringe upon the intellectual property rights it has worked tirelessly to build and protect. Okay, look here, Jeff Nads. Nobody is infringing on your stupid copyright. Nobody is driving along Northern Ohio, stopping at a Mickey's and thinking that it's one of your glorified gas stations on steroids. 2 stores in Missouri, a liquor store called Ducky's and a travel shop called Buc-ees, both got hit with frivolous lawsuits because their names and logos were a little bit too close to comfort. Buc-ees shut down entirely because Buc-ees couldn't leave well enough alone. An underwear company in Oklahoma called Nut Huggers, which honestly is the best possible name for an underwear company, they got sued because their logo looks a little bit too close to Buc-ees. Well, according to Buc-ees it does, and only according to Buc-ees. Here's a logo from a Florida barbecue joint that got sued because I guess a cartoon animal inside of a little circle behind some text is apparently owned by Buc-ees. And Buc-ees won millions that they didn't need because of that logo alone. It just keeps going and going and going on and on. And unfortunately, most of the small businesses end up outright losing or settling out of court because they just don't have the money that Buc-ees does for attorneys. And I think this is the only reason why Buc-ees hasn't sued Walmart, specifically for their Beaver Creek location, for their big beaver statue at the front entrance, because Walmart has money for lawyers. I mean, they can fight back with no detriment whatsoever. That's something that Beaver's Mini Mart can't do so easily, or any other small-time company that they fucked out of existence for no other reason than they can. I mean, they just can't fight back against the bigger, richer bullies like Walmart could. Now, fortunately, there is a little bit of a silver lining to this. The community is really rallying in support of Beaver's Mini Mart. The store is getting a lot more visitors and a lot more businesses than usual. There's a protest scheduled for this weekend. People are rallying around the place, and rightfully so, because nobody, and I mean nobody, is confusing Beaver's Mini Mart for Buc-ees. It's a little convenience store on the side of a road that nobody ever drives on. And furthermore, it's in a city called Beaver Creek. It's a city with a beaver in its flag, a high school with a beaver for its mascot, Beaver Creek High School, Beaver View Bowling, Busy Beaver Arts and Crafts, Beaver Beverage Dock. You see where I'm going with this. The beaver iconography is everywhere in that town. The city is called Beaver Creek. What do they expect? A bunch of humpback whales? It's just so fucking stupid. Buc-ees doesn't need to be doing this. They're already raking in money as it is. You know, they're printing money faster than they can spend it. They're basically the Walmart of travel stations and fucking travel centers. I mean, they'd be making the same amount of money with these small-time mini stores than they would without them. Buc-ees is a gas station. An overinflated one on steroids, but it's a gas station nonetheless. Just with a shitload of merchandise and clean bathrooms, I guess. I mean, like you can't find clean bathrooms anywhere else on the side of I-75. Nobody is confusing any small-time store with a giant travel center the size of the city of Beaver Creek itself. And Beaver's Mini Mart has been around far longer than Buc-ees has been confined to Texas. Even awareness of the Buc-ees brand itself nationwide, you know, when that started spreading around the country, nobody was confusing the two. Nobody. I mean, it's a made-up allegation. It's a made-up problem that's only going to cause very real problems for a family who did absolutely nothing wrong and pissing off a community that is literally 10 or 15 minutes away from the one and only Buc-ees in Ohio. Yeah, way to go, Buc-ees. Well fucking played. Fuck Buc-ees. Go to JohnOliver's Buc-off.com and buy some protest merch with all the proceeds going to Hunger Free America. And if anyone out there doesn't like it, well, congratulations. You get the channel. That's why I'm here. And the next time I say something that'll piss you off, I'll see you then.